Good morning and welcome back to our live streams that we've been doing at Five Stones. Today is our fourth and final live stream where we've been talking about local SEO. So in week one, we talked about your Google My Business page that we see at the center of this graphic. Week two, we talked about our major data aggregators, which are the information or the organizations that disseminate information down to all of these other directories that we see on here. And then in week three, we talked about citations, which are the online references to your business, the little smaller images that we see on this graphic. So today we're going to talk about reputation management. Now, reputation management is simply the practice of attempting to shape public perception of an organization through influencing online information about that entity. And there's a lot of different things that can be done when doing online reputation management. It can be quite a complex process, and some of the things that you may see done would be social media monitoring and response, in some cases public relation campaigns, and building positive content, usually building positive content in an effort to drown out any negative content that is out there about an organization. But remember, we're talking about local SEO. So what we're talking about when it comes to reputation management, specifically as it relates to local SEO, is going to be review strategy. The process of getting people to leave online reviews for you, and then what you do with those reviews once you get them. So when getting online reviews, we have positive reviews and we have negative reviews. Now, if someone has a bad experience with your company or organization, it may just automatically pop into their mind to go leave a bad review. Sometimes they want to warn people about the experience that they had. Sometimes they're just doing it out of vengefulness. Now, statistics show that it's less than 25% of people that will actually leave a bad review out of vengeance, but it does happen. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, when somebody has a great experience with your company, then they may tell some friends about it, but it may not just pop into their head, let me go leave a review for this company. So it's extremely important that you do something to get those reviews, because like I say, people will leave the negative reviews before they will leave the positive reviews, just because it's human nature, that's how they think. Now, the good thing is that a recent study shows that 70% of consumers will leave a review for a business just simply by asking them to do so. Now, there's some different ways that you can go about doing that. There are some tools out there for asking for reviews. These are a few examples: Get 5 Stars, Reputation Stacker, Bird Eye. And these tools, they work in different ways, but Get 5 Stars, for example, will send somebody, or you can send someone to a link, and you can do that through email, or maybe it's on your website or whatever. But you're sending somebody to a link, and this Get 5 Stars will kind of filter the bad from the good. So it will give them the opportunity to leave a review there. And when they give you a poor review, then it sends that information to you so that hopefully you can make the situation right. When they leave you a good review, then it will ask them to go give you good reviews in other places, such as Google Places or Yelp or TripAdvisor or whatever it is that's applicable to your business that works with that program. And the others will work similar but a little different. But you don't have to use a program like that. There are some other ways of getting these reviews. And one of them that I just recently read about that I thought was interesting was the tip trick. And it's where you offer to give your employees a tip when their name is mentioned in an online review. And then those employees will then, when they're interacting with a client, they'll ask for those reviews, and they'll tell them, if you had a good experience and include my first name in the review, my company will give me a $10 tip, or however much that tip is. So that's one way of asking for reviews. You can ask via email. Now, when asking via email, there's some best practices that you want to follow, like always making sure that the email is coming from a real person, or at least a real person's email address. And then asking in person, which that's kind of the gold standard. Once you have had that good interaction with a client, to just ask them if they wouldn't mind sharing the experience that they had through a review. And in that case, you can tell them where it is that you would prefer them to leave the review. Maybe you need some more reviews on Google, or maybe you need some more on Facebook or somewhere else. So you can direct them directly to where it is that you want them to give you that review. And then you can also create a organizational initiative where it becomes just this thing that your entire company or your organization is doing to try to get reviews, and they're all asking clients, and they're doing that in a myriad of ways. So the other thing is, once you get those reviews, what do you do with them? You always want to thank people who leave you good reviews. But when you get a poor review, you may want to thank people as well, because they've done you a favor by telling you about the poor experiences they've had. And in most cases, statistics show that people will not do that. So they're doing you a favor when they tell you about the bad experience, because it gives you the opportunity to make it right. But 70% of people who complain, they are hoping to get a response from you. So give them the response that they're looking for. Statistics show that only 38% of reviews are responded to. So this is something that's really important to do. And then, when you do get that bad review, in many cases it can't be removed. There's no way to do anything about it. So you want to drown out those bad reviews in a sea of good reviews. Now, when I was researching the latest information before presenting this, I found an incredible article also by Moz where they talk about best practices when it comes to responding to reviews. And it talks about every type of review that you could get: the great review, the bad review, the fake review. It goes through a list of many different types, and it talks about how you should handle those reviews best. And that article, we will post a link to it in the comments on this live stream, but it can be found at tinyurl.com/review strategy. We're also going to wrap up all of these 4 live streams that we've done on local SEO, and we're going to put them into a blog post. All of the videos will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can come back to them and watch them later all in one place, and we'll have links like this in the blog post. So thank you for watching today. We are going to be back next week with a new series on a new topic, and we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.